Okay, hi again, and welcome to the Ruth and Ty show. This is our second episode, so we're kind of figuring out how to do things as we go along. I'm Ruth, and
I'm Ty.
how you doing? Okay, so like I said, we're trying to figure out what we're doing, but I'd like to borrow a technique from Mitchell, the intuitive messenger, real quick, and just set an intention before we do our episodes. I would like for us to set the intention that the divine spirit, the force of the universe, our spirit guides, will work through us, that we will be open channels for the spirit guides to work through us so that we can communicate whatever message that the spirit guides want us to communicate. So I want to set that intention, and also I'd like to set the intention that each of us loves ourself exactly the way we are at this very moment. Okay?
All right.
Great.
Sounds good.
Something that I wanted to talk about in this one was families. And I really specifically wanted to talk about families of choice. So that means I've got to explain a little bit more about the relationship that Ty and I have. Because I want to kind of talk about it. We are family by choice, and you'll hear that kind of quite a bit in the gay and lesbian communities. And the reason for that is because sometimes, when we come out as gay or lesbian or bi or trans or queer or questioning, that we lose some of our family and friends. And so oftentimes what happens is that we end up choosing our own people that we love and care about, that's our families, that we choose. They're not blood related, they're not legally related, things like that. Ty and I have a family like that, and I just want to briefly explain it, and then we'll let Ty come in and say what she thinks about it. But basically, what we've done here, like I said, we've been friends for over 20 years. We met in the Army. We were in training. And just recently, although we've had a friendship all these years, just recently we've chosen to cohabitate. And we have this kind of interesting, really wonderful sort of family situation. She has kids, I have pets, she has pets, I have my own room, she has her own room. We share a house and share the responsibilities of the house. And it really works for us, as we don't have a romantic relationship. In fact, we are each in relationship with others. So I just kind of wanted to put it out there and kind of say, what does having a family of choice mean to you in this life?
It's everything, because really I don't have much family that's blood related that's in my life. So to have a family of choice is huge for me. I obviously have the kids here, and of course they're my family. They'll always be my family. But it's wonderful to have you here, because you've been with me through everything. You've helped me in so many ways. You've helped me in horrible times. You've helped me share and celebrate the good times. And to have somebody around like that I can bounce ideas off of, that I can scream and yell at, cuss at, cuss with. How's that?
All right,
we cuss together. How's that? But to have that person that is everything. I mean, it's huge to have a family of choice, because if something exciting happens or something horrible happens, you're usually the first one I call, just like others may call their mom, they may call their grandma, their aunt, whoever. You're my family, and that's, whatever happens to you happens to me, and we go through it together. And that means a lot. I mean, I need that. I think everyone needs to have some kind of family, and whether it's a family of choice or a biological family, I don't think it really matters. So.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely agree, and I would say a couple of things. That one of them is that it's, I consider you my family, sort of like my sibling, my brother, sister, brother, kind of sibling relationship.
Right.
And that's a whole nother show on gender. We'll get there. But also, of course, I also have, our regular definition of family. And but a family of choice can be made up of people that you're biologically related to. It can be made up of friends. It can be made up of anybody who chooses to be together. And I really think that the people that we choose to be in our family, and the people that were born into the families too, are soul mates. They're related to us throughout different lifetimes. Like for example, we've had a lot of conversations that, you and I, that's why I call her bro, you and I have been brothers in a past life. We died in war. We probably had other past lives where we had different family relationships. And I feel like the people that we are close to in this life, whoever they might be, are people who are part of our soul family. And so I kind of think that our soul family is where we get our family of choice here incarnated in this lifetime.
And I also believe that the family that I was born into, I believe that there's a soul connection there. I believe that I'll probably see them in another life. I believe I've seen them in past lives. But in this lifetime, as it is right now, we don't communicate. We don't see each other. And I just think that's part of my lesson, part of their lesson. It's a part of the contract that we made before we came here, and it's just how it's supposed to be. Would I like it to be different? Sure, but it has taught me a lot, and there are lessons in it, and so it is what it is, I guess. And that's just kind of, I take it as part of the contract, part of learning and growing, and it's really important to me to have and be able to make a choice to have a family of my own, people that I trust, people that I want in my life, people that are positive, that are uplifting, that are emotionally, spiritually supportive of what I'm doing and what I'm trying to become, and the things that I do as a parent or as a mom or as, a partner, and in my job, in my profession, they're supportive of the things that I'm doing, and I've really found that support in you. And so families of choice are huge, I think. And I think it's okay to only have a family of choice rather than a family of biology or whatnot. So I think it doesn't matter where your family comes from. It's important that you have them.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that running along the theme of accepting yourself, I mean, that may sound really easy to do, but actually it's really, really hard for most of us to do. And most of us, were brought up in families that, didn't know any better. I'm not putting any blame here. We can do that some other time. But basically, most of us are raised in an environment where, we're taught actually to not accept ourselves for who we are, that there's something wrong with who we are. And having a family of choice, for me anyway, involves having someone or someone's people in my life who accept me for who I am. And you kind of talked about that a little bit, and that is just so crucial to my mental, spiritual, psychological health, is to have that in my life. And and I just kind of thinking about all those folks out there, and I've been there, where you don't feel like you have that in your life, and it's really sad when you feel like you're all alone and you don't have that kind of those people in your life that just accept you for who you are. All of us imperfectly awesome humans, so we're working towards, we're on spiritual journeys. Many of us are, not just the two of us. We're each on our individual spiritual journeys, but that spiritual path, that journey of growth, has brought us into parallel time, which is why we're doing this show right now. But, I totally lost my train of thought. It was going somewhere.
It was.
Do you have anything?
Let's see. I think it's very difficult, and I've been there recently in the last few years. It's difficult to be alone and to try to get up remembering that you're alone, and then trying to work on the other things that you need to work on to be a better person, to be a better you. Of course, we were Army, so we like to be all we can be, right? So, but I mean, and I think it's difficult though when you try to get up and knowing that you're alone, and then you try to conquer something that may be very mentally or emotionally challenging, very difficult to deal with, or hard to get through, and to your fallback is what? I'm alone. I don't have any family. I don't have those people in my life, and so find that family of choice, I guess, is our message, is that bring those people into your life that are good for you, that are positive, that are helping you along your journey. I'm not saying they always are going to be nice, because there are days when you tell me something or I tell you something, and we have to think about it may not be what we want to hear, but it's the truth. And it helps. But get those people in your life who are helping you develop yourself positively. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we need that, and so I think that sort of phrase, family of choice, can be really helpful to us, not only to just enjoy our life, but to also on our spiritual path of growth towards accepting and loving who we really are. And family of choice helps us to do that, just like every other relationship. Well, I just saw 11:11 flash on the screen, so I think it's time to end. You?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Just the sub message, I suppose, is that Ruth and I are not dating.
No,
we will not date.
No. Love you, but
she's my brother, and that's just the way it is. So, but yeah, I don't want to date you.
No, sorry, no, but love you, man. But no,
I love you too. But
anyway, so
now that that's cleared up,
we had to do that when I moved in with the kids. It's like, look, let's just get this one out of the way right here. That's my bedroom. That's her bedroom.
That's right.
Not sharing. Love you. No. But anyway, but so we're going to use our own relationship as friends for a lot of our examples, but we do that for a reason. So anyway, to wrap it up, again, I wish you all the joy of loving and accepting yourself for exactly who you are at this moment, and wish you a peaceful day, and hopefully we'll be talking to you soon, and thanks for watching. All right, bye.
Bye.